Hello, salutations, what it do? It's the Dr. Gamer, all father of the Do-Rag Gang. It is once again time for the Marvel's Avengers weekly recap, where I'll go over everything that happened, all the news this past week in the Marvel's Avengers community. So if that's something you're interested in, make that like button blue, subscribe if you're new, and let's jump right into it. So this week was once again light on news. That's because all of the news is going to be dumped into next week. That's essentially what the focus of this video is going to be, and that's basically what Crystal Dynamics told us. They canceled the dev stream, and that's because they announced on Thursday in their blog that the new roadmap we've been waiting for is going to be September 8th. That is next Wednesday. And the timing of that roadmap reveal is very interesting because Sony is also putting on a PlayStation showcase the day after Crystal Dynamics is revealing the brand new roadmap. You know what that means? It looks very much like we're going to get our first look at that hero you've all been looking for. You've been blowing up all the chats about it. That's right. No, not that one, but actually maybe. No, of course I'm referring to...
Hey, Peter Parker.
That's right. The wall crawler himself, Spider-Man. For those OG Marvel's Avengers players, you know that Spider-Man was announced 1 year ago in a blog post from Sony that made both Xbox and PC users punch a hole through the wall. And since then, we have not gotten anything. No trailer, no screenshots, nothing. We don't know anything about the DLC itself, how long it's going to be, what villains we should expect. We don't know what Spider-Man looks like. We don't know anything about his moves. It has been total silence since that first announcement, but now that looks like it's finally going to change. We know that according to Crystal Dynamics, we are going to get at least one new hero revealed on the roadmap, and the timing of having the Sony event the day after Crystal Dynamics is going to be doing a state of the game blog and a roadmap reveal is a bit too much of a coincidence. Not to mention the fact that Phil himself said that, and this of course could be all cap, but Phil did say in regards to Spider-Man, they're going to be talking about him soon. Now, could that mean soon as in 6 months from now? Not that crazy, but definitely could be on the longer side of the soon, but I'm going to go with soon as in potentially next week. I will go out on a limb and say I will personally be shocked, I tell you, if we don't get a Spider-Man reveal on September 9th at the PlayStation event. That's right. I'm not trying to get everyone too hyped, but this is the time. If they were ever going to reveal Spider-Man, it would be next week. If Spider-Man is not revealed at the PlayStation event or the day before, something is horribly wrong behind the scenes and we may not be getting him this year. Expect the worst. That's how confident I am Spider-Man is getting revealed. Black Panther is already over and done with. Spider-Man is the next scheduled hero. Sony intentionally did not do a E3. We've been speculating for months that Sony was going to be revealing Spider-Man at one of their events. We were just waiting for the one. This looks like the one. The day after a Crystal Dynamics roadmap reveal. This has to be it. This has to be the date that we finally get to see Spider-Man. I will be, of course, live streaming that event on Thursday for Sony, and that will be the official Spider-Man watch party stream. Now, as for the roadmap itself and what to expect, I'd say that based on some of the outstanding content left in the game and what we've been told throughout the dev streams, you can pretty much expect to see 2 Omega level threats, Cloning Labs, and the Wakanda one featuring Claw that was supposed to come with the DLC, but had to be pushed back. Not to mention Patrol Mode, which was supposed to come out in July, but had to be delayed. And I'm expecting to see something on the roadmap about the cosmetic rework, which they promised they are actually working on. It's not a totally made up thing that they did just to push people to the marketplace. It is real, is a real thing, and they have broken it up into parts, and they said they are going to be talking about it in the coming weeks. So I'm expecting to see something about the cosmetic rework on the roadmap and in the State of the Game blog, as well as some kind of language about some kind of gear rework. They're still supposed to be coming out with loadouts. They already did the first step to putting loadouts in the game with the UI. And maybe they'll do another Gear 2.0 type of promise that I honestly don't have a lot of confidence is going to come to fruition, because the last roadmap had Gear 2.0 on it. And for those that don't know, Gear 2.0 is, of course, the promise of an overhaul to the very poor loot system currently still plaguing this game. They promised for a year now that they were going to implement changes that we requested to the loot system, adding some kind of recalibration or reroll system, improving gear, perks, and everything like that. And so far, we have gotten none of that. And I'm not expecting that to change in the near future. The last roadmap has come and gone, and no reroll, no recalibration, nothing. So maybe this new roadmap will be the time they finally commit and do it, but we'll have to wait and see, because at this point, I can't trust their word on it. I'll just believe it when I actually see it in the game. But there is some reason to expect that they'll make some progress in that regard because of the UI changes that they made with War for Wakanda. As for what hero, I'm personally predicting that they're not going to reveal Spider-Man on the roadmap. I think Sony is going to do it at the event. And the hero they're going to reveal on the roadmap is the hero that's coming after Spider-Man, which will be She-Hulk from all the leaks that I have been given. Outside of that, I'm not expecting anything else on the roadmap, just those content updates for the rest of the year, one hero for next year, and that should do it. Now, I think that would be enough to satisfy the players. The question will, of course, be, will they implement these things correctly? And will they take steps to add things that people have been requesting, such as horde mode, because Wakanda was very much a disappointment for many people because it was about 2 hours of story and nothing else. No villain sectors, no major changes to loot, no horde mode. So if they can commit to doing stuff like that, I think the game has a bright future. If not, after Spider-Man, the future does look a little hazy. But that's it. I'm going to be streaming the rest of the week, Monday through Friday. I cannot wait personally to see the PlayStation event. That's what I'm most hyped for, not just for Spider-Man, but all the other stuff that Sony has to offer. But I'm hoping it goes well for Crystal Dynamics, because I am, of course, rooting for the game to do well, as you probably are if you're still following Marvel's Avengers updates. That's all. I'm Sadat the Gamer, signing out.